So I've come in to check on the rats and well, mind the half-laid floor, but this is amusing. This is highly amusing. So this bin had leaked a little. I fixed the leak and I was in a rush at the time, so I added extra bedding in there just to kind of fix things for now. And you can see they've mixed around the damp bedding with the dry bedding, and I guess they felt there was too much bedding in there and they wanted it out. So then these guys who I've had for a long time, probably these four have been around for over a year now, decided to chew for the first time a hole to push all the bedding out to give them some more room. You gotta appreciate the ingenuity sometimes. Anyway, so I gotta repair the hole and clean up the mess. Rats. So we've got our transfer bin set up. This is just a regular Tupperware bin that I've got. Riveted some mesh around the hole where the spout comes out for water. We're just gonna transfer these guys over briefly, and then we're gonna repair this bin. Now just briefly note how the wire mesh is on the inside, so they can't start chewing this hole outwards. They get stuck at the wire mesh. If I'd done the wire mesh on the other side or underneath, they'd just begin to chew through. So, and don't bring it up too high or they'll use it as a ladder and they'll just climb right out. But this will hold these guys until I've got a couple minutes to fix this, rivet it, and get it fixed. But stay tuned and we'll get that taken care of. Okay guys, so we got them cleaned out, we got them transferred over. Just gave the bin a quick soak, scrub down, taken out to repair it, might as well clean it. Okay, so we got our 1 centimeter mesh or 1/2 inch mesh. As you can see, I bent it like this so it's gonna adhere to the lip. A little better, so it'll sit like that, and then we're gonna pop in some rivets. So here's the rivets we're using and the drill bit we're using. The drill bit is 5/32. And obviously that correlates to the size of this rivet. Thank you. Now I've drilled the holes, and as you can see, I've gone into the opposing corners. And that's, once those rivets are in place, that's what's gonna hold this steady. So now we've got the first rivet in, right in place. We're gonna pop the other 4 in, and that's gonna hold this mesh secure and prevent them from being able to chew a bigger hole. So this is our rivet gun. Works fairly simple. The rivet in like so. And then you're going to drive that through the hole, which is going to take 2 hands, so bear with me. Now, we've got it in the hole. If you look on the opposing side, you can see where it's sticking out, and we're going to break that end off. The way this works is by squeezing it. Just make sure that every time you squeeze it, you reset it. It's really hard to do this with one hand while filming. That's how it looks on the opposing side. As you can see, I mean, that's technically good enough. It's not going to move anywhere, but I'm going to put 2 more in there just to make sure they don't start pulling this away. But that's why we fold it under and wrap it in, as you can see there. And they won't be able to start chewing on this anymore. They'll only be able to get as far as that hole continues, and that'll be the end of it. I started doing this because I realized that if I repaired the bins quick enough, they wouldn't continue chewing out. It saves me the cost of throwing out the bin, and it also saves me the cost of culling off all the rats that have chewers, because over the years, about 10 years now that I've been doing this, I found that, like I said, as long as I patch up the hole, put it back, meet their requirements, they won't chew again. So it saves me $60 plus in rats, $10 in bins, and headache. So that's why I do it. All riveted up, solid as a rock. That's not going anywhere, and that's going to prevent further chewing. So we'll get this back in the rack, and we'll get them back in there. Okay, so here we are, back to square one. Woo, big boy. But the other thing you'll notice, guys, these rats are very calm. I'm just picking them up. They're not biting, they're not fighting. And that comes down to how you care for them. And here we go. Problem solved. Happy rats, happy keeper, dry bedding. I hope this has helped. And where's that tool I'm looking for? If you don't have one, rivet gun. Awesome little piece of equipment. Thanks, guys.